I was having a hard time yesterday with the controller that I ordered from Amazon, and I ended up burning it. So I was trying to make this transformer as a power supply for the controller, and I used a bridge rectifier and a filter and a voltage regulator to get it down to be 12 volts. So this is not working, so I'm gonna desist of doing that. So instead I'm gonna use a proper AC/DC adapter power supply. I don't know where this is from, but I'm gonna use this. It says output 24 volts, 4 amps. You should be okay. And I'm gonna power a new controller that I ordered from Amazon, and that's the one that cost about 15 bucks. So I'm gonna see if this will work better than the other one, and see if I have a little more success trying to power this machine. So I'm going to connect the motor, but before I put any power supply in it, I'm probably gonna power it with a battery and see what happens. So this should be the motor positive. Just plug it in here. If it works, then I'll worry about wiring the potentiometer all the way to the front, or maybe I can use that potentiometer over there. I need to see what value this pot is. I'm just going to use this 18-volt battery from my drill. I don't know which terminal is the positive. I have to check. All right. Okay, right now it's saying 19.3, and this way minus 19.3. So 19.3, this is the positive one. Just gonna set it there. Hopefully it won't blow up. Okay, it's on. All right. Pretty clean. All right. You can see the crank spinning here. Now I have regulation. This is more like it. Perfect. All right. So you can actually control this all the way to stop there. Okay, so now the good test is going to be using this power supply instead of this battery. And this is a 24 volt output power supply. Of course, this is a switching power supply, so it doesn't need to have a big transformer like the old style power supplies. So it's supposed to give me 4 amps, which is plenty of power to power this little motor. So hopefully this will work. I don't know how clean the power is going to be, but I think it should be okay. But this is the solution for this problem. I cannot fit this unit completely into the front of the machine because I don't have any room, but fortunately it's got the extension on the wires there that I can actually use the potentiometer on this, outside, and this mount part right here in the back, and I just send these 3 wires all the way to the front. All right, so let me show you what I did here. First of all, I'm not using the original motor controller, so that's going to be scrap. And then I took out this transformer to power it and substitute it with the switching power supply that gives me 19 volts or 24 volts. But this controller can take from 7 to 70 volts. So I'm gonna take the 24 volts to power it. So on the control panel, I installed the potentiometer, and I wire it with the same wire that this was wired because this has got shielding. So I didn't have to use battery or the wires because this one has got like the turn on and off switch, and this one doesn't require that because it actually goes to 0 when it's powered on. So I'm not using that anymore. So it's no need for that switch. Very well. So I think the conversion was successful. Eliminated that old part that is very hard to replace or to try to fix, and substituted it with a power supply for this brush motor. And it cost me $15 on Amazon. I had to do some rewiring for the potentiometer right here on the front panel, but I use the same wires to do that. And the power supply, I use this switching power supply instead of the big old transformer, and it works just great. The project itself is not finished because I still gotta do, the rest of the stuff and clean up the rest of the adapters and the shafts and all that. But the lathe as it is functional. At least it moves now on the carriage here for the cross slide, and it does change the speeds. That's what it was supposed to do to begin with. So I think it's going to be all right. And if you want to stay tuned for when I finish and complete this, when I complete this project, then subscribe to the channel. Give it a like if you like it. If you subscribe to the channel, make sure and check that bell with all notifications in effect, not only personalized, because then YouTube won't let you know when I upload another video. Anyway, so this is going to be all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.